if you're a long distance Nana like I am, then you know how important it is to stay connected with your grandkids, no matter where they live. Today I'm going to share with you my favorite connection tool, and that is matching stuffies. So why matching stuffies, you might ask? Well, kids are naturally drawn to little stuffed animals, so it's a great way to create a connection with your grandchild. Also, stuffies offer emotional grounding to children because they're cuddly and they can carry them around with them, and they create a bond between you and your grandchild. So how does it work? Well, what you do is, and you could do this on a visit out when you're visiting your grandchild, or I just did it and sent my stuffy out, so you get matching stuffies. So your stuffy and your grandchild's stuffy are exactly the same. Unless if you shop together, they could be a little different, but I think it's better if they're actually the same stuffy. So this is the one that I chose. We live a little bit in the country, and we used to have a little fox that would come and visit us in the backyard. And foxes are just really sweet little animals. So I thought a fox would be nice. Our grandson also loves nature, so I thought a little fox would be the perfect little stuffy. Now, when I found my little fox, I also searched for a book about foxes. And so I found a cute little book. I already sent it, so I can't show it to you. And the fox in the book, his name is Luke. And Luke learns the lesson about being grateful in the story that I sent. So I named my fox Luke. I'm not sure if our grandson has named his fox yet, but if he did, name it the same, that's fine, or you could have different names for them as well. So what do you do with your stuffy? So you could read books together, and in a different video I will show you how I set up my little grandma library. But for now, you could have a book here, and you and Luke could read it to your grandchild, or you could send the book there and they could read it. That's what I do. I purchase a book and I record myself reading it. I was really worried that he wouldn't remember who I was, so I wanted him to at least hear my voice. So since he was very little, I've been doing this, and I record myself reading the story, and then I'll tell you how I set up my little Nana's library on another video. So reading stories together. Also staging it for pictures. I could take a little picture of Luke in front of the Christmas tree and just send it off to our grandchild. Don't forget, you don't always have to be live when you're doing these things. It can be a little picture that you take, and I can say, what's your fox doing today? My fox is helping me bake cookies, or my fox is helping me wrap presents, or whatever. You're going to stage a little photo, just again to build a connection. And also it can be a prompt for when you're on a FaceTime call. What's your little fox been up to lately? Has he gone anywhere? So another thing I'm going to do is perhaps when I go out for a walk in the woods, I'll bring my little fox. It's really cold here, so I'll just tuck him inside my jacket. Or when I'm going to fill up the bird feeders, and I can just take a quick little video and just send it off, nothing live. Or I can just take a picture of my fox friend filling up the bird feeders. Anything, just as I said, to keep the connection between you and your grandchild. And there's no better way to do it than with a cute little stuffy. So you could also do pretend games with your stuffy. When I first sent ours out to our grandson, when he took it out of the box, we played a little game, and the game was as simple as this. Look, my fox is on my head. Where's your fox? Now my fox is on my shoulder. And I would wait, because he would do the exact same thing with his little fox. Now my fox is giving me a kiss. And so we played that for a few minutes, and then his little fox started doing gymnastics. So my little fox was doing front rolls, and he's right into doing somersaults lately. So of course that's what Foxy was doing. I think at one point Fox went flying across the room, but then our son started singing the little song about the little bear that goes to sleep and then wakes up. So we sang the little song, we did the little dance with our stuffies as well. So that was fun. So you can create any little scenario with your stuffy. You can also include it in rituals that you do with your grandchild. For instance, every time you log on to your call, you can say, "Hi, Fox and I, or Luke and I are here, and we're so excited to see you today. And why don't you go grab your Fox, and we can have our call together." Now, remembering that if you can't find it, then that's okay too. I did consider buying a second one in case the first one of his, I'm not going to lose mine, gets lost, but we'll cross that bridge when we see it. I just picked my little Stuffie up on Amazon. So being part of your rituals, it could be, "Hi, Stuffie," to start your call, or you could do, this is what we did on our call. Luke sent him a kiss, and then I did my ritual of how I sign off on our calls, doing the 2 hands and sending him a kiss. So lots of ideas of things to do with your Stuffie. So you could use this as a Christmas gift as well, but it doesn't have to be. I sent mine out ahead of Christmas, and our son sent me a photo of our grandson, and he was sitting watching TV, and he had his little Stuffie like this, and he said to his dad just out of the blue, "I love my little Fox so much." And it's just like, oh. And anyways, it really does create a beautiful little connection between you and your grandkids. So if you have more than one grandchild at the same house, they can all have the same Stuffie, or perhaps you could have different Stuffies. You have to keep it manageable. Obviously, you don't want yourself to have like 14 different Stuffies if you have 14 grandkids, but I'll let you figure that one out. So don't forget to click in the description box below. There will be a 1-page handout with different ideas of things that you can do with your Stuffie. And I'd love for you to share ideas of things that you do to stay connected with your grandkids. Do you have shared Stuffies? If not, if you try it, let us know how it works out, or things that you've done with your Stuffie and your grandchildren. Also, I hope that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button so that you'll know every time I go live. And did you check out my series? I did 5 days of different ideas of ways to stay connected over the holidays. The holidays are a bit of a tricky time. Traditionally, families get together, so it's a time when you really do miss your grandkids. So I shared 5 different ideas of simple ways that you can stay connected with your grandkids so that you can create moments that matter, no matter the distance. Thanks, and I hope to see you in the next video.